This is week 10, and I want to just go over a few things with you. This is your LPC, this part of your LPC. This is a map week, which means by this Friday at 4 o'clock, I need to go and see what everybody's progress is, how far they are in the course. It's not a grade per se, but it is a progress check to make sure that you're moving along in the course at the pace that you should be. This is week 10, so if you're right on target, you're supposed to be working in this week right now. But all of these I marked green because you get a 2 week leeway for being at academic meeting, satisfactory progress. So if you're within 2 weeks of being on target, you can still get AM. So if you're any of these green places on Friday when I check, then you'll get AM. Now notice also that within that is how far you're supposed to be in Rosetta Stone. So don't forget that. That's another piece that I look at is where you are in Rosetta Stone. Because just because you're coming in here and doing these quizzes, if you haven't done your Rosetta Stone work, you shouldn't be doing the quizzes, okay? The Rosetta Stone work has to come first. If you're before that, if you're like in week 7 or 6 or 5, then that would be academic probation, unless you just barely started the course, you got in really, really late, and then there would be some adjustment to where I would expect you to be, okay? But if you started early in the course, then you should be within this 2 week window and hopefully working in week 10. If you're actually ahead, working in week 11 or beyond, then that would be academic exceeding. I don't necessarily want you there. I don't expect you to be there. I expect you to be right here. Really working in the area where you should be and spending some time in there. Um, Notice that last week it was just a short one, but you did have a family tree project in there. Some of you have turned in your family tree project. If you haven't, there's a model in there, and it shouldn't be too long, but go ahead and turn that in. That's important. This week, you're supposed to be up to 45.8% completion. That means you're still in level 1, but now you're in unit 2. You're working on lesson 4, finishing up unit 2. And do not do this workbook until you've done your Rosetta Stone. So these are in here in order for a reason. Do your Rosetta Stone work first, then do your workbook, then check it, and then do your reflection. If you try and do this before you've done this, you're not going to do very well. The quiz is on Unit 2, Lesson 4, and that's worth 20 points. But make sure you spend some time in that Rosetta Stone. Once you get to 85% on the completion of the lessons, if you want to go back, you can go back and fix just what you missed. You can also play some games, which will also help you extend some of your learning. So if you have a particular question for me, please send me an email or you can give me a call. My phone number's in the contacts as well. You can even request a live conference if you need to do so. Okay? So have a good week and stay in touch.